HappyThumbsGaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out Level 9 Doctor in the House story walkthrough for LEGO Marvel Superheroes. We do get the trophy achievement for beating the level. The True Believer status for the studs is 100k, and no Minikits or stand-in Perils. So after a quick cutscene, we'll go ahead and continue. Oh yeah.
Thanks for sending Agent Coulson to help with the cleanup here.
You were assisting S.H.I.E.L.D. at the time. Besides, I can expense it. But there's something else I need you to help me with. Magneto has stolen the Tesseract and we've tracked its energy signature to Latveria. It's finally time for Operation Latveria to get underway.
Why'd it take so long to plan?
Approvals, counter-signatures, 4 rounds of notes. You can't believe the bureaucracy I deal with.
If Doom combines the power of the Tesseract with those cosmic bricks...
It could be very dangerous. He has to be stopped.
Yeah, it's...
No, not yet.
Are you going to tell them, sir?
One threat at a time, Coulson.
I hope you ain't expecting us to walk to Latveria, Reed.
You could use the exercise. Shed a few of those extra boulders.
I'll shed you in a minute.
Yikes! Alright, obviously there was an interesting edit there because the guys were gone and then they're back. But essentially what we're doing here is we're going to follow the blue GPS studs. We're going to get all the way to where we need to be. But the best way to do it is to jack a car and smash up everything along the way. But hey, if you've been following along, make sure that you don't forget to turn on your extra hearts and your 2x stud multiplier. So now that we got that on, we'll stack up them chips a little bit faster. And look at that e-brake. I was going the wrong way. So here we go. Make sure that you hit as many things as possible along the way. But wait a minute, it's right here. That was a quick trip. Didn't need a car at all. Once you get here, use the Invisible Woman's telekinesis and shake them hot dogs. She seems to be pretty good at that, so we'll go ahead and let her do that and then move on. Yeah, build up the panel here. Kind of had a funny angle on that, sorry about that. But then switch on over to Mr. Fantastic. Turns into a little wrench or wheel or something there. Flip it on over, and there is our secret awesome spaceship. Woohoo! Another cutscene.
Deep in Central Europe lies a small nation known as Latveria, ruled by Victor Von Doom. Don't let the rustic look of Dr. Doom's castle fool you. It has incredibly advanced weaponry hidden behind its stone walls. Even really good internet.
You call it the Fantastica. Whew. Nice. Does it come with satellite radio?
We're entering Latverian airspace.
Local weather is dreary with an 80% chance of bad guys.
And 100% chance of incoming fire.
Setting the Fantastic car to autopilot so we can jump in.
Human Torch and I will secure the landing zone.
Cannonball!
Boys, I think we've been spotted. Watch out!
Rock beats explosives, right?
There it is! Everyone get ready!
What do you know? Johnny came through for once!
I saw this in a movie once.
Green Goblin's here.
Doom's hiring every baddie he can find. I wonder what kind of benefits he offers.
Must be decent. He's got an army of security guards, too. Ben, I believe some clobbering's in order.
Ah, Sue, you ruined my line.
Director Fury, come in. We've been
That's
knocked
awesome.
off
He
course.
was totally jacked
Please
every time he
respond.
tried to say it. He finally gets his chance to say it, and they take it from him there too. All right, so if you're not familiar with where we are, we're in the house of Victor Von Doom, and happens to be one of, if not my favorite villain. And oh to the yeah. So here we are. We're going to use some telekinesis over here. Better get used to that. We're going to be building some stuff, and it kind of takes me back to the Lord of the Rings, Lego Lord of the Rings days, and those puzzles they had for that. These things just don't sit well for me, mainly because I'm not exactly sure what I need to do right off the bat, and yeah, plus it just doesn't quite function like you'd want it to or think it should. In the end, I end up solving the puzzles, but that's all right. Hopefully you guys won't laugh at me too bad. All right, our goal, as you can see, is to get across there, but in order to do so, we have to make our way all the way up to the top of this tower and shut down a switch. And also requires a ladder to be deployed. So let's take a jump over there, see what's going down. A couple studs back there, almost seem to be out of reach too. Not sure why that is. Feel free to press and hold the circle or B button, pick up a rock, and get your smash on. And then use the Mr. Fantastic and his super go-go gadget arms to pull down this grapple handle here. Make your way up. And if you're looking for Minikits, that's one of, I think, 4 or maybe 5 gold statues scattered throughout the level. But once you get up there with Mr. Fantastic, flip the switch, and it'll allow the Invisible Woman to slide up there and redirect traffic and blast that beam right back and make us a nice little bridge and a way across. Okay. Now we're over here. Meanwhile, you can see I got some green handles there, which you will be able to grab with Mr. Big there. The Thing. So switch on over to Thingy Thing Thing and rip that open. You can pretty much do whatever you want with this. Don't need to like slam it anywhere special. But once you do, a bunch of bouncing blocks start getting their dance on. So solve that disco party real quick. And switch on over to Mr. Fantastic. And make something fantastic happen. Oh, that's decent. Look at that screwdriver. Alright, and then once you screw it up there, it provides a nice little panel, and just simply move the cursor to the red X and click the action button, and that will shut her down.
Come in. Fantastic Four, do you read me?
And we get another bridge out of the deal, so it's a win-win.
I'm on the other side of the castle. We can do
Make your way across. Oh, there's a big glowing wall. Any guesses what we're going to do with that? Booyakashow. Nice little slap, and then we see some little purple pixie dust flakes there, so we're going to get our... oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about. Are you kidding me? So I saved us all the hassle here. I gave you a little taste of what went on for about, it seemed like an hour and a half, but I'm sure it was only like a minute and a half. And ready for this nice little abrupt edit? Oh, yeah, look at that. I threw that one into nowhere. Like, how does that even happen? But eventually, you're supposed to stack these up, move them around until they fall into place. They are literally steps. So you're going to want to build them up one by one. Just kind of move them around until they fall into place. But I did totally speed this up, and I cut some of it out as well. So you're welcome. Like, I'm even trying to like, come on, man. And it wouldn't let me jump. Like, it was clearly high enough, but it just wouldn't let me. So here we go. Yeah. Red, yeah. It is in, and we go all the way to the top. A couple of Doom bots up here. Take those buddies out. Smash everything in sight. Grab a few studs along the way. There's another one of those gold statues. Again, we will come back and work through those all the way through in our free play series, so don't worry if you're not getting those or if you missed the first one or whatever. Look at that dude. That jump is comical. Alright, so you're going to want to switch to the Invisible Woman, go invisible, walk in, stand on the switch. Once you do that, you're also going to want to use your telekinesis, and that will actually hook it all up and make it work right. Bam! Yeah, I'll be honest. It took me quite a while to figure that out. There was a little edit back there. It was very frustrating because I knew I could get up top. I busted up all sorts of stuff. So, but regardless, once you get that deactivated and switched up there, you go ahead and pull yourself up top and fight all of the Doom bots up there on that upper level, and then build those bouncing blocks. Should be some more studs and some other stuff up there. If it looks a little different, that's again because I made an edit back there. But build those parts up and it gives you a lever. Flip the switch and it'll turn off the electricity and actually reveals a nice open security door too. So now the whole crew can slide on through, including the Thing. And it's clobbering time, alright. Pick up all those multipliers. Again, every time you get a big dude, make sure you smack everybody around in big groups so you can get that multiplier up for them studs. Alright, there's another gold statue. So that's what, 3 we've seen so far? And there you have it, 100,000 studs. We do have the 2x stud multiplier on, so if you have not reached it yet, don't worry. And if you have the 2x, make sure it's on. And soon enough, by the time we come back for free play, we should have multiple multipliers, and that would allow us easy access to the True Believer on every level. Alright, we use the telekinesis at the top of the hill here. Now we're going to slide on through that little crack with Mr. Fantastic. The old butt crack. Oh, I messed that up pretty big, didn't I? Whee, he's trying to stall it out. Nope, doesn't matter how slow it takes you to fall to the ground, you're still going to fall to the ground. Alright, second try. Alright. Once you're over there, there's a grapple hook. Go ahead and go gadget arm. And spam, spam, spam. Alright, what is this? Alright, we're going to build up all the blocks that give us a panel. Go ahead and hit the action button, and you turn into a giant fuse or circuit breaker or something along those lines that activates the below door and bridge. Oh, yeah. It's clobbering time again, alright. Oh, see ya. I don't know how that happened. I like switched to the Thing and knocked her off and then switched to her and slid off. That was sweet. Alright, there's Flamer, the Human Torch. We gotta go save him. It looks like he's getting outnumbered over there. We gotta find Nick Fury too. He's around here somewhere. If you remember, we split up in the opening scene there of this level. Alright, work all the way down. Bust open the crack with the big dog. And then you gotta switch over to the invisible chick, because only she can be very, very sneaky and sneak by that security camera. Okay. Alright, so sneak through and then basically bust this dude right in the side of his head. Give him the old pow right in the kisser. Gonna turn that bridge off because he is a hater. Come on. Alright, once you get through the door and beyond that green light, you should be okay to turn off your invisibility. But you gotta go all the way to the end with her and use your telekinesis to pull the socket out. It's convenient, huh? Nice little plug and socket at the end of the hallway there. And Mr. Fantastic somehow was already in there, so that was convenient. We could have probably cheated right there because the AI was smarter than the game. It was cheating. Alright, spam the button until it actually activates the bridge. Nice. Careful not to stick your fingers in the light socket at the end of the hall, children. It's never a good thing. Trust me, been there, done that. Alright, grapple a hook at the end up top and pull it on down, and it'll bring a ladder which will allow you and the invisible woman, but not quite the Thing yet. So we gotta figure out a way to get Thingy Thing Fang upstairs. A couple of bots with their backs turned. Try to take advantage of that, otherwise they'll all rush you. But at the same time, rushing ain't bad. You can get the multiplier built up. Boom! Not sure exactly what that rumble was, but build up the pieces that fall from the rumbleage. Now you can see we need Captain America's shield, but we don't have Captain America, so we're going to have to use the Invisible Woman, which is a little misleading. And we're not quite ready for that yet. We got to wait for the beam. We need the tractor beam. Once we get that, we should be good. We can see we've got a big block over there we need to destroy with Thing. But where is he? Oh, shout out to Roosevelt. What up, bro? Haven't talked to you in a while. Oh, look at that. Thing did make it up the ladder, so my bad. I thought he had to come up some special way or we had to flip the switch for an elevator, but I am thinking of another spot, so once he gets up there, there is some green handles on the right-hand side of the area, as you can see now. I thought I was going to be tricky and use the special ability button and pull up a rock from the ground like the Hulk. Ready? Here it comes. Boof. Thank you. I'll take that. And I throw it, but I get nothing. So pick up the green handle box, toss it, and that'll give you access to the laser beam. Now you can go ahead and reflect that back over to the left-hand side, which completes the circuit, so to speak, and charge it up enough, and it'll actually give you the bridge. And feel free to cross it and grab the studs. There's a nice little stud trail that builds up for you. Ding, 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 ding. Look at that. I'm faster than the trail, though. And a bunch of bots over here, and we can go ahead and switch to the Human Torch now and get our flame on. Make your way up to the top and destroy everything in sight. I was being all careful there. I know there's another collectible item up here for the Minikit, and as you know, we're saving those for the free play. So I was all, should I do that? No. I like his jump. The thing's jump is super cool. Like Hulk Smash is awesome too, but I love how the thing jumps and crashes down too. Off to the upper left-hand side, you're going to want to use the thing and pull the handle, which opens up a ladder. And yeah, that's right. See, he doesn't climb ladders. He jumps up them. And then up top, we find ourselves Nick Fury. Use his invisibility. Or I guess you don't have to right now. We are going to work our way and get into this big area over here. But in order to do so, being invisible won't help, Nick. You got to work on this gold lock over here. It's more of kind of like a gold cell or something, gold jail cell door or something. But we'll use the Human Torch and his heat gaze ray to go ahead and blast that open. Yeah. That's hot. Alright, and there's a switch there. We're going to flip the switch, and that's going to, well, you'll see here. Alright, telekinesis. Telekinesis. Pick it up. Throw it. There we go. Switch it. There we go. So that laser is pretty powerful. Blast open a hole in the side there. Some more Doom bots come out. Take those baddies out. Alright, so there's a grapple hook. I'm sure you guys know what to do with that by now. Go ahead and switch on over to... That's fantastic! These days. This toggle feature, you never know who you're going to get. It's like picking lottery numbers. Or playing bingo. Bingo! Which I was never any good at. I'd always get really close to, like, you know, something, and somebody else would steal it from me. I'd get owned. Alright, so what we've done in here is simply opened up access to another area down below, so we're going to backtrack and fall down. And a bunch of studs come tumbling, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, I love the Mr. Fantastic. His little combos, spinning them around. Zing! Alright, whoa! See, look at that. It's like, alright, what's next? Who's next? Just trying to get to the man with the flame so we can get our flame on. Alright, heat gaze ray now totally destroys the gold wall and allows us access inside, which, go ahead and stand on the switch, but you can't do it with him. Gotta do it with thingy thang thang. Get your big old chops in there. Basically, you need everybody in there. Once everyone's on board, the elevator goes up, and we shift to a quick cutscene.
What? No Spider-Man? Shame. I do so enjoy winding him up. How dare you break into my arcade home? Don't you know how hard the Superman is to me? Do not get them!
So it was kind of hard hearing him at the end there, but he basically just yelled out, you know, you guys are going to whoop me, and I got these guys you're going to take out. You guys know how that works. You're going to basically just take out all of the Doom bots until the Green Goblin flies back in, crashing through the window, dropping a bunch of blocks. Build those blocks up, and it'll actually give you a big green box that you can pick up with the thing and throw it right at him. And then a whole other series of, well, actually, sorry, he comes out, and you got to punch him as much as you can. Pow, 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 cha, cha, cha. Get as much as you can. Look at that. I get a couple hearts off him before he takes off. And then it's just repeat the process. So a bunch of guys are going to come in. You got to take them out. What's up, Diverload? And then eventually, Goblin will come flying through the window, and you'll pick up all the blocks that he drops that are bouncing on the ground. And from there, you can pick it up and toss it at him. But meanwhile, let's take out all the Doom bots. Ooh, I love that. The old jumping body. Buddy slam, buddy slam. Here he comes. Dun, dun, dun. And if you haven't figured it out, once we beat the Green Goblin, that'll actually conclude the level. We do have a final cutscene and a total screen. This is one of my favorite ones. You actually pick up this big fly swatter. Ready for this? Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, so now he's back on the ground. Take him out as much as you can while he's here. Should drop him down to 1 heart, and he'll take off again because he is a wuss like that. Look at that. I hit him like 7 times with only 1 heart left, and it should have killed him, but it doesn't. But it's because of the cinematic sequence that we have to wait. He has to come through and crash through one last time. And of course, he does sick some more Doom bots on us. He drops a bomb. I don't know what that was. A little dookie bomb. Woo. Alright, some Doom bots. He's dropping bombs, dropping bombs. Alright, and here he comes one last time, crashing through. Ready? Here it comes. Wait for it. Alright, here it is. Alright, there's the blocks. Go over and build them up right quick. And it brings us the final panel that we can hop on with Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah, what do you think he's going to do? I'm not even sure what to call it. Looks like an air traffic control tower. Yeah, that's a little suspect. Jarvis fools him. That's weird. All right, we'll take it, though. Knocks him down. Go ahead and finish him off while he's on the ground. Yeah, buddy. No!
Fools! Don't force me to use Dr. Doom's Doom Ray of Doom.
Does that look like a ray gun to you, Reed?
Usually ray guns use focused light, whereas this appears to use cosmic energy.
Why don't you just ask him? Villains love to talk about their stuff. Hey, Doom, what is that thing?
Oh, you'd like to see it in action? Very well.
Oh, it's all right. Doctor in the house, level complete, free play unlocked. All right, so we got the thing added to our stockpile. We got the Doctor in the house trophy achievement for beating the level. We also got the Doom bot, Nick Fury, Green Goblin. Look at these just stacking up. So now we're starting to get a little bit of a reputable arsenal of characters here. We do stack up chips. We're almost back to 500,000 after we spent just over, well, 1.1 million actually on the old 2-time stud multiplier. And because we had that, we easily achieved the True Believer. And we did pass all the Minikits by choice. But we do get the gold brick for beating the level and the 1 for the True Believer. So bringing our total to 18, and we're starting to stack up them chips. All right, people. Well, that's going to actually wrap up a LEGO Marvel Superheroes Level 9 Doctor in the House story walkthrough. Hopefully you found it enjoyable, maybe helpful as well. If you did, feel free to head on over to Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below if you like what we're doing. We're doing all these for you. Hopefully you're finding them helpful, so we want your feedback. Let us know how we can make our videos better. If you guys want a LEGO likeness like we got over here on the side or at the beginning of our videos, there is a link in the video description that'll show you right where to go in order to get in contact with the artist that hooked us up. And, you know, hey, check out HappyThumbsGaming.com while you're surfing the web as well. All right, ladies and gents, and little ones too, we will see you next time.